Hi everyone. I'm outside. You can see the glistening of the skin and the frizzy of the hair. It's nice. It's in the 80s out here. I'm in the shade. It's going to be only in the 70s tomorrow, and so I'm thinking maybe I will build my greenhouse then. But I just wanted to come on and talk to you about, why I'm continuing to go on with this channel besides health updates. So one of the things for this channel is just to keep my friends and family and anyone who cares updated with what's going on with my health. I've been on this 5-year journey, 7 since diagnosed, of multiple myeloma through multiple treatment cycles. And I decided last year when I was going to go through a stem cell transplant that I needed even more support. So I decided to start this channel so I could get support from anyone who wanted to, through comments, through hearts, etc., but also to make it a little bit easier while I was going through that difficult treatment to keep people updated. And I decided to keep the channel because I want to share some other stuff besides just my health journey. Things that I want to share are things that bring me joy. So for example, I love to share my garden videos, and that is because one of the things that helps in healing is doing things that increase your positive emotions, increase your joy, your happiness, and your gratitude. So I would definitely suggest anybody here right now, you could have nothing going on in your life bad at all, but just all of the stuff going on with social media and politics and everything is enough to make it so that I think everybody should have something in their life that they just love to do. And I do love, I love animals, but I can only have so many. They're harder to take care of. And so I also love plants and taking care of plants. And I've been able to do that a little bit more this year. I've made it more of a priority to do things that I love to aid in my healing. And that's the kind of thing I want to encourage all of you to do as well. The other thing that has really, basically saved my life was listening to my intuition. And that is something that I wanted to bring through on this channel as well. I want to really help people know that they can follow their gut, that the doctor does not know more than they do, that their intuition is number one. Everything else is below that. That is incredibly important, but you will not be validated when you're in your doctor's office and you say that. Well, rarely will you be validated. That's the one thing that my family doctor, I really love about him, is that he will validate things like your intuition and things like that. And you saying, well, I feel like my body feels like this, which is good because as some of us know, there can be doctors that believe that they know your body better than you know it yourself. So really, listening to your intuition, and for me, I've had to learn the hard way to really take control of my health and I had to go against medical advice to save my life. And so I want to really, get that message out there to anyone right now who's going through a hard time, who feels like maybe things aren't going right in their treatment. And no matter how much your doctor may say otherwise, believe in yourself and don't be passive. Don't be passive. I've had doctors be really, really rude to me, but it's my life. And so I haven't regretted anything. I've never regretted standing up for myself. I've only regretted not. So I'm just going through basically the things that I want this channel to drive home. The other thing I want this channel to talk about, which I don't know that I've talked about much, but is it really, trying to maintain a good spiritual connection to any, you could, it could be a Christian connection. It could be a connection to a different practice. For me, I've become very disillusioned with traditional Christianity and the way that many are speaking in not following Jesus. I guess I'm a spiritual person, and I follow the teachings of Jesus. And the teachings of Jesus basically say that we should be allowing and giving to people coming into our country, right? It says that we should be caring for the least of us, right? I mean, nothing that the modern day church appears to be doing. So I do not call myself a Christian just because I don't believe that people who are Christian in the United States are following Jesus's teachings for the most part. There are many that are, but most of them that I see that have a platform are not. So let me just say that. I'm sure there are so many. I went to a private Christian high school, and I know a lot of my fellow alumni are probably very good Christians. They were very good people. And like, those are the kinds of people that I believe, probably have it right, but are not loud and vocal on social media, But I digress. Anyway, I'm looking at a list that I have here of what I wanted to make sure that I cover. So the spiritual connection is key. And for that, I wanted to talk about meditation as well. Every morning I join a group meditation with Terry at Holding Your Space, and that's at 9:11 Eastern Time. And that does two things for me. That helps me with my spiritual connection because I'm connected to other spiritual people and doing the meditation at that time. But it also helps me with socialization. One of the biggest issues that I had in going through this illness has been being isolated. I have my husband and I have my kids, but they have their lives too. And basically they have been they've been my support. They've been my people to talk to. My kids, not as much, my kids I have needed to be there for. So basically Mark has been my support. And I've just been so grateful for him. But now, more recently, since starting the channel, and even before that, since starting the meditation group, I have a whole new, wider group of people supporting me that I appreciate so much. So, in the past, I had my immediate family, and then my extended family was also a support. But, for them, it was difficult, I think, because none of them, would isolate or things like that. So they would need to wear masks and things like that, and have, they have their own lives. And also, not as much in common, believe it or not. So, for example, some of the people that I've met on the internet have similar childhoods to what I had, or may have experienced similar medical trauma to what I have. So in that, we have a connection that allows us to relate to each other and understand each other on a deeper level about these certain issues, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, I just wanted to basically cover those things. Those are the things, in addition to talking about my health and the updates about my health, I want to show you things that make me happy in hopes that they will make you happy too, like my garden. I want to encourage you to use your intuition to stand up for yourself in medical cases, but in all cases. And I want to encourage you to develop your spiritual practice in whatever way is good for you. And for me, nature is part of that. So the gardening and the nature comes back in, because that is a little bit of my spiritual practice. I feel like caring for the earth is what we should be doing, and that's part of a practice of spiritual. And then social connection. I want this to be an area, a channel where it doesn't just revolve around me. I want people to feel free to put comments for prayer requests. I want to be able to intend for everyone who watches this channel to feel healthy and whole and safe and at peace. I love you all so much, and I just want you all to feel that sense that you're not alone. This can be a small little place of community. And so I'm going to end with talking about a little project that's going to be happening the first and second week of October that I'm going to share with you guys. And if anybody is interested, please let me know. We are going to go on Zoom, and this is not led by me, but if you're interested, there are still a couple spots left, and we're going to craft together the first 2 Thursdays of October. We're going to be making a God box, and this God box is basically a box that you decorate and that you can put in your worries or things that you want to intend for. I'm not entirely sure of like all of the specifications. You can put your prayers in it. So if you're interested, leave a comment and I can hook you up with the person that's running it. And I'm really excited because I feel like community is so important. And especially now, there's so much division going on. And I feel like if we don't have a local community, then we'll make one on YouTube. And we'll just get together offline off YouTube, but on Zoom, where we can all talk and share and whatever. And we'll just support each other, So that's all. So if you're interested in that little art project, let me know. I love you all so much. I appreciate you all so much. And I hope that this helped explain a little bit about my channel. Before I go, if you're interested in seeing an update on my garden, you know what? I'll film that separately. I'll film that next. I'll do a 5-minute update. Love you. Bye.